Y'all good? I was making sure, you know what I mean? Okay, right? So, I was doing some research, and I came across the story of Emmett Till, right? And I know y'all sad and stuff. Listen, the thing about the story that got me the most is the details, because a lot of people don't talk about the details. A lot of people hear the story, they know Emmett Till died, and they just keep it pushing. So what I want to do is really bring Emmett Till to life. Y'all cool with that?
Yes!
Yeah. Y'all cool with that?
Yes!
Yeah?
Yeah!
All right, let's go then. In the 20 years between 1940 and 1960, the population of blacks in Chicago jumped from 200,000 to 200,000 short of 1 million. I guess for Negroes in Mississippi, Chicago was the closest thing to paradise that they could find, so never mind being racially uncomfortable. Back in those days, you would have done anything and went anywhere if it guaranteed the safety of your life. See, it was one of those humid Delta nights in the heart of Money, Mississippi, when 3 men knocked on Mose Wright's door and dragged his 14-year-old nephew out of the house and tied him up in the back of their pickup truck and told his uncle that if he flinched or ran to the police and snitched, they would be back by sundown to kill every person in the house that he lived with. 2 Negro boys were out fishing. Found the body of a young boy that had washed up on the banks of the Tallahatchie River. The boy had a 70-pound cotton gin fan wrapped around his neck, held in place by a rope made of barbed wire. I guess they used the excess weight to hold him down until he drowned, like all of a sudden the beating they put on his body and the bullet they put in his head wasn't good enough now. They say that his face was so badly smashed that the only way his family could identify him was by the silver ring he was wearing on his hand, and I can only imagine and fathom the type of hell that the boy went through. The way they broke every bone till his blood bled through. I mean, they beat him so bad that other racist white folks were mad. He was born in July and killed in August. The birthday candles on his birthday cake didn't even have enough time to cool.
Damn.
And yet we sit here, forgetting how it could have been you, but truthfully, black, white, tan, or blue, a dead child is a dead child, no excuse.
Absolutely.
They say when he brought his killer to the courtroom, the circus that ensued was the anger needed to spark a civil rights movement. It took those jurors an hour to decide that 2 men who were guilty of killing Little Till were still too white to go to jail. So fuck the police. That's how we see them, because racism never died. I can still hear it breathing. I can't imagine being his mother, who sent to Mississippi a son and got back a lifeless body who couldn't even recognize. And for those of you in the audience who say to themselves, I would never let my someone come into my house and grab my child from my arms, please keep in mind that in the 1950s, in the backwoods of Mississippi, white people were still hanging up black dudes like Nike shoes on a street pole somewhere in the south side of Chicago. So I ended saying this. With all due respect, the next time you get the chance to say a prayer for all those bodies in the Mississippi that haven't washed up yet, remember Emmett, remember Malcolm, remember Martin, and remember Medgar. Because even when we try to act like everything is good, there's still little kids getting hung up on trees in my hood. Word.
Yes.
Can I do 2 more or 1 more? You tell me the truth. Tell the truth. Oh, 1 more. Cool. Alright. The next poem I'm gonna do is called It Cost You Nothing. If the cost of the best thing is nothing, then in theoretical reality, it actually did cost you something. It just cost you nothing. See, a wise man once said that ignorance is the mother of foolish repetition, so that's probably why I'm back in it, because I never learned that sometimes when the moments aren't right, it's okay to tuck your tail and leave. One time, I even asked the Geek Squad guy from Best Buy, what's the best way to have no regrets in your life? And you know what he said to me? He said, try to backspace your thoughts, because some memories you just can't delete. Which means I can't erase the images that I keep, because beneath all the fast talking and speech is the hunger of a beast. And my fear and paranoia is like that of a refugee. Because even when I'm troubled, I'm more afraid of trusting police. So I try not to bring attention to me. So instead, I sneak below a level that many will never see. I struggle just to breathe. Even in me, wants to hold it down for my hood, just like a shift key. But when I wonder to myself on my Janet shit, like, what has my hood done for me lately? When we were faced with bills and an eviction notice, nobody noticed. So why rep something that would have killed me in the process? Because of this, my thoughts are heavy. My body is worn. I love the game enough to hate it, so I'm always torn. I keep it in because I'm afraid to release these feelings within me, so I bury my emotions in a field of dreams by the train tracks, surrounded by hustlers and fiends. See, I hear the rumors and I hear the doubters, and I try to shut them out, but they just getting louder. And I just want the money, but I also want the power. But as long as I'm alive, I swear the game is ours. And honestly, love, they say the best thing in life are the ones that cost nothing. As long as we keep in mind that in order to gain it all, you must be willing to lose something. And to me, it's strange. It's strange how the level of success that most never obtain makes the ones who attain it arrogant and vain. And it's strange how the fortune and fame that everybody's chasing leave those who receive it depressed and desperate for change. So I ask you this question. If the cost of the best thing in life is nothing, then in theoretical reality, tell me, baby, did it cost you something?
About time.
Y'all heard the last time.
What you trying to say?
What it is.
That's right. That's right. Don't have the background. Picking on my baby.
Jason to the stage, please.
Hello, I'm coming.
Get your drink.
You want to put that up? Jason, put that mic up a little bit.
Are you picking on my baby? She little.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm not. I'm
you like this poetry thing, in Worcester, Monday nights, every Monday, I run a show called The Dirty Jaren. It happens over at Ralph's Diner on Grove Street. I got flyers. We do open mic feature. This Monday, we've got a really talented young hip-hop spoken word poet from Rhode Island named Rudy Cabrera, who's coming to Worcester for the first time to feature, so we're really excited. I got flyers, 21 plus, no cover. I got a short one for you. It was a cold and stormy night. You finally chose to return one of my phone calls. You asked me if I'd accept a rain check. Said you'd gladly cut me another rain check, but I'm afraid your account is overdrawn. See, the First National Bank of my love is a sacred trust, and your last chance to make a deposit is gone. With the wind that stirs and echoes and the silent pauses and non-committal clauses etched in this unspoken contract, it is days later. You want to know what's up? Well, the elevator to my heart is out of order and in serious need of repairs, so if you want to love me, honey, I'm afraid you're going to have to take the stairs.
Oh.
Break hard.